Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I've got here a first time mango tasting of a variety that I've come across that I've never tried before, hadn't even heard of it. This is what they normally refer to over as a gourmet mango over here. This came from Waitrose, and occasionally they import a batch of the so-called extra tasty, extra delicious rare mangoes, and this one is called Shelly. Now, I've not come across that before. I'm sure if you look at my exotic fruits they might list the variety, but I hadn't seen it in the shops ever, and I bought a box of 4 of them. As you can see, they're very round, and for a comparison I've got a Palmer here that I bought the other day, and you can see this is about the size of, I think the Americans would say, baseball size. It's about the size, I suppose, of a cricket ball, maybe fractionally larger. But this one's a Palmer, and you can see the difference in shape. The Palmers are very sort of flat in comparison, almost, well, it's like a teardrop at both ends shape to the Palmer, and it's quite sort of green with this dark red tinge on it, whereas this Shelly is very much orange changing to quite a bright red mango. So I thought it'd be fun to cut it open and have a look and a taste and see what the flavour's like. Sometimes these so-called gourmet mangoes are disappointing because they're picked like all the other mangoes too early, and I won't do the Palmer today because I'm going to save that for my Sunday smoothie. But the one that interests me is the Shelly. I've got 2 more of these anyway to eat, so it'd be fun to see inside what sort of colour flesh it is. Perhaps I will open the Palmer up so we can have a look at the comparison on, see if the flesh is the same colour. So let me flip the camera around and I'll come back to you. Okay, so sorry, I'm looking a bit dishevelled today, a bit scruffy. Obviously been at work all day, haven't had time to tidy myself up. So this is the Shelly. So let's cut this down the side and see what we've got. I've been around one, they normally have a much fatter stone. Let's have a look at the flesh colour inside, and we'll just cut open the Palm, which I've had for about a week, so it's probably really ripe actually. So it's big difference in colour. That's the Palmer. That's the Shelly side by side. It's nice and juicy, it's dripping. So big difference in size, big difference in colour. Let's just try the taste of this Shelly. I'm going to eat it with a spoon. Feels pretty ripe to me. How to describe it? Nice flavour. It's lovely, rich, deep flavour. It is sweet. How do I describe it? It's interesting. The wasps coming in, they're obviously like the flavour, the smell. I don't know how to describe it. It's a typical mango, but it's got a nice richness to the flavour. No, sorry, plain overhead. No stringiness to it at all. Fibres, no fibres whatsoever. Let's try this Palmer. Again, it's very soft. Now that has got a very different flavour. It's got that slightly sort of almost a petroleum flavour that some mangoes have to them. Much milder flavour, not as sweet. Almost lacking in virtually no fibres at all. But a mild flavour, but not much strength to the flavour. As I said, not sweet, and a much paler flesh. Very pleasant, the Palmer, but I've got to say, in this particular situation, let's finish that bit off. I said almost no stringiness. It doesn't come close to this Shelly. Now the other difference is price. You know that's coming next. The Parma is about 85p here, believe it or not, on the moment. I think it's £1.65 or £1.70 for two in Aldi's, whereas the Shelly was 4 for £10, so they're £2.50 each in Waitrose. But I've got to say, it's so nice, it's probably worth paying the extra money occasionally as a treat. They've imported other, loads of big flock of parakeets. They've imported loads of other ones in the past from Waitrose, other gourmet mangoes. Now these are Israeli grown, and I think the Israelis have been concentrating on growing a certain number of what they describe as these sort of better tasting mangoes, rather than growing the common or garden Keats, Kents and Palmers that we can easily buy here from Spain, or that come in bulk from sort of South America. So these ones in Israel, they've concentrated on doing orchards of the slightly more bespoke ones, and maybe they suit the climate better in Israel, I don't know. So anyway, that was my first ever tasting of a Shelly mango. I hope you found that interesting. If you're in the UK and you've got a Waitrose near you and you don't mind splashing out occasionally, I'd say that it's worth trying. But if you can't bring yourself to pay that for a mango, then by all means buy a normal Kent, Keat or Palmer, as they're perfectly pleasant as well, or an Austin. There's lots of mangoes available over here at various and all year round now, but frankly they're not normally very good because they're picked too unripe and shipped here in cold storage and never develop that sweetness to them. But very impressed by that Shelly, well worth buying. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Welcome to, of course, share if you think anybody would like to know about that variety of mango. Please do subscribe to my channel if anything I do interests you, and of course click on the bell to get updates on new videos when they come out, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.